Hi Lauren, I'm really glad that you made time for this session. As we agreed, we'll focus on how hydration plays a key role in preventing urinary tract infections or UTIs and how you can develop daily habits to stay well hydrated. Let's start with something simple. On a regular day, how many glasses of water would you say you drink?
I would say I drink about 7 to 10 glasses of water a day.
Okay, can you name at least two signs that your body may be dehydrated?
Uh, some signs I can think of are like dryness, sometimes skin dryness, mouth dryness, and the color of my urine.
Okay, in your own words, how does drinking enough water help protect you from getting another UTI?
Well, the main cause of UTI is dehydration. So, drinking enough water actively prevents that and helps protect you from getting another UTI.
Okay, thank you. That gives us a good start. And first, what is proper hydration? When we talk about hydration, we mean getting enough fluids, mostly water, to keep your body working properly. For someone your age and lifestyle, the recommended amount is around 2 to 3 liters or 8 to 12 glasses a day. Why does it matter? You've already had a UTI before, and I admire how you handled it. But did you know that not drinking enough water is one of the most common reasons UTIs come back? When you don't drink enough, your urine becomes more concentrated and bacteria can grow more easily. Water helps flush these bacteria out before they cause problems. Have you ever noticed that your urine gets darker or stronger smelling when you haven't been drinking it much?
I did notice that my urine would get darker and have a stronger smell when I wasn't drinking enough, but I didn't really pay much attention to it before. After being diagnosed with UTI though, I've started being more mindful about the color and smell of my urine as signs of whether I'm staying hydrated.
Okay, some signs you may be dehydrated include dark yellow urine, dry mouth, fatigue or tiredness, headaches, or feeling dizzy or lightheaded. Have you felt any of this recently?
I've noticed that I sometimes experience signs of dehydration, like dark yellow urine, a dry mouth, and some occasional headaches. It's made me more aware of how important it is to take care of my body by staying properly hydrated and making healthier choices throughout the day.
Okay. You mentioned in our last talk that your busy schedule often gets in the way of drinking water. That's completely valid. So instead of just aiming to drink more, let's find strategies that work for your life. Here are some tips that I can give you. Set phone alarms or use hydration apps. Carry a reusable water bottle. Drink a glass of water before every class or meal. Use a water tracker. Which of these do you think could you try starting tomorrow?
I actually started using a reusable water bottle after I was diagnosed, but I haven't been very consistent with it. I know it helps, so I'm going to make a real effort to stick with it and do better moving forward. It's a simple change, but having it with me throughout the day will make it easier to stay on track with drinking more water. I've also set up some alarms on my phone to remind me daily of when I should drink water and whenever my water intake is not enough.
Okay. Since you've already since you're already using your phone alarm to remind you to drink water, that's a really smart strategy. Now, we'll pair that with a simple tracking tool. Each time your alarm goes off and you drink a glass of water, you'll mark it down on this water intake tracker. You can check a box, write a number, or even use symbols, whatever feels natural for you. This way, your phone reminds you when to drink and the tracker helps you see how much you've already accomplished throughout the day. Let's try filling in the first one together now. When was the last time you had a glass of water?
I actually had a glass of water earlier before we started this session.
Okay. Okay. And now let's move on to um, let's pause and reflect on something meaningful. You may have heard this verse, but whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. John 4 verse 14. This verse reminds us that just like we care for our soul, we need to care for our body. Drinking water and caring for your health is one way of honoring the body God has given you. How does this verse speak to you when it comes to your health?
Well, this verse reminds me that true fulfillment comes from God, but it also challenges me to be more mindful of how I care for my physical body. Just as my soul needs spiritual nourishment, my body needs care too, and I can do it through hydration, rest, and healthy choices daily. Honoring the body God gave me is a way of showing gratitude for His gift and being a good steward of the life He entrusted to me.
Okay, now let's wrap it up. Let's make a simple plan together. What is a realistic number of glasses you can commit to each day this week?
Well, a realistic goal for me this week would be to commit to drinking at least 8 glasses of water each day. I think it's achievable and will help me stay more consistent with hydration.
That's a great goal. Let's set a reminder to check in next week and see how it's going. Now let's move on to our post-test oral questions. And for the first question, can you explain in 1 to 2 sentences how drinking 8 to 12 glasses of water daily helps reduce your risk of getting UTI?
Drinking 8 to 12 glasses daily helps reduce the risk of getting a UTI by flushing out bacteria from the urinary tract before they can cause an infection. It also helps dilute urine, preventing bacteria from growing in concentrated urine.
Okay. Okay, for the next question, what exact method, like a phone reminder, water bottle, or tracker, will you start using today help you drink at least 8 glasses of water each day this week?
Well, aside from bringing my water bottle anywhere with me, I also have some phone reminders that will remind me throughout the day of when I need to drink water. And I will also start using the tracker you gave me so that I can track whether my daily water intake is enough and if I'm doing it regularly.
Okay, for the last question, in 1 to 2 sentences, describe how your commitment to staying hydrated this week shows that you are honoring your body as God's creation.
My commitment to staying hydrated this week shows that I'm honoring my body as God's creation by being mindful of how I care for my health. Just as I nurture my soul, taking care of my physical body through proper hydration is a way to show gratitude for the life God has entrusted to me.
Okay, thank you again, Lauren. I'm really proud of you for taking this step. Remember, even small changes like drinking more water can make a big difference in your health. That is all. Thank you. Yes,